Hello guys, this is the second PTV VISUM tutorial. In the previous session, lesson number 1, we were talking about network objects. In this lesson, I am going to talk about network data management. So this tutorial will have 3 parts. First part is listing, the second part is filters, and the third one is user-defined attributes, UDA. So in the first tutorial we learned how to draw the network. So let's say for now I want to edit this network, but for the so many attributes, for example, I don't want to edit only one link, I want to edit special links, or if I have a big network like this, I want to edit half of these with some special unique numbers or number of lanes or capacity. So we will start with listing. You can list the links by 2 ways. You go to the list tab and you can list everything you want as either demand or supply. So you go to list, network, and links, and this will show you the list of the links. Or if you want an easier way, go to the links here, then right click, list links. So now I have listed the links. This sheet or this window looks like a spreadsheet, so you can do so many things with this one. First, let's start with here. You can copy this tables or this table to Excel. So for example, I want to have all of these in Excel in order to do some work, to do some, I don't know, you can use so many functions of Excel to provide a better data of this one. So you can just click copy here and okay, then you go to your Excel and just Control V. Okay, so the data came here in Excel. Then you can do whatever you want. You can do some calculation, and then you can copy it and bring it back to VISUM here. Okay, so this is one of the benefits of using of listing the links. You can get the min, max, average, or sigma, which is the sum of all the attributes. This is very helpful when you want, for example, to get the average delay in the network or the average speed. So you just click min, max, average, and sigma. Okay, so this is also, no need to copy it to Excel, you can do it here. The other thing is how you can change the attributes in this list, and this is very easy. You just go to this icon here, and of course, you know, when you put your mouse cursor, whenever you have a small icon, it will tell you what is the meaning of this one. So you go and select attributes. So for example, I have so many attributes here, I want to delete them, and I will just keep the number of the lane, number of lanes, maybe capacity, and speed, which is presented by V0, it is speed here, and click OK. So now I have the list of all the links, number of lanes, capacity, and V0. You can add whatever you want and you can remove whatever you want. Another benefit of this list is you can select something in the list. For example, you have a special link that has number of lanes 6 and special, I don't know, capacity, or just like a road that you know it is important to you that you need to check always, or you know the number of this road or the name or the capacity of this road, so you can easily split your window here. And when you split your window, you will have the list on one side and your network on one side. And if you click on one of the links, it will directly synchronize your window. So this is link number 10, and if I click here, it will go to the other link by doing zoom. Okay, if you assume that you want to select more than one link, a sequence of links, so you can just click here, hold the shift, click the other one, and it will highlight all the links that has been selected. And then, for example, I know that this link up to this link, I want to change the capacity to make it, let's say, 4,000. So it will make it 4,000, and I want this link to change the speed to be 80, so it became 80. And when I click on the link attributes, I'll find that the speed became 80. You can do the same thing for all the other network objects, nodes and zones, connectors, and the other things you have in this list here. And you can do the same thing exactly I have done by listing, copying, pasting to Excel, and so on. There is another thing. If I list the list of the links, and for example I have a special attributes that I want to show, so I will delete these, and let's say I want only these to be shown. So you can go here in this box and say, for example, give it a name, so it's current, then I can see it here. And later when you save this sheet or this list to your project directories, it will come later when you call the project directories. So no need each time to go here and do select attributes that you want. Okay, I think this one will end the part of listing. Next we will go to filters. Filters are very useful and helpful in order to see special or specified things in your network. For example, sometimes you have a network that is banned on some of the links to the heavy vehicles. So let's say part of the network is always open to the heavy vehicles, part of the network is closed for heavy vehicles in some of the peak times, let's say AM and PM peaks. So you want to know what are these links, where are they, and if they are in the correct location, and so many other analysis you can do. So let's do an example. You can see that the filter here, and this is the icon of the filter, is for all the network objects. So you can access the filter by here, or you go to the tab here and you filter links. Okay, sorry, filter links. So a new window will open, but for myself I prefer to right click on here to open for me, so that's easier. Okay, so let's see what is there. Let's first create a new one, so I'll just click here, create. Okay, I should make sure that this one is use filter is active. Complement, I will talk about it in a while. I'll just remove it now, and then I will say, in this example I want to see the links that they are active or open for transportation system HGV, heavy good vehicles. So I will go to TSYS, which is transportation system, and I will say contained in HGV, and I click OK. Then I can preview, and I click OK. So now all of these links are open, or they have an HGV, except the red ones. Okay, how can I know that the red one is open or closed for HGV? Since I have a filter, so I will have two things, either active or passive. So now everything that has a HGV in it is active, and everything else that doesn't have HGV is inactive. So how you can play with the colors of the active and the passive things? I'm going to talk in more details about this one in the graphic parameter session, but for now you just can right click here, okay, and you will have in this window active and passive, and my passive is red, my active is black. So anything here that is red should be closed to transportation system HGV. As you can see here, I have clicked on this link, which is a red, and I can see that the transport system is bike, car, walk. There is no HGV in this link. Okay. On the other hand, I will just go to the other link, which is black, and I double click, and I go to the transport system, and it is active for HGV. I click OK. Another thing that is useful for this filter is that when I go and list my links, okay, I have the filter here again back. So now in this list, it's showing me all the objects, regardless whether they are active or passive. It's showing all the objects or all the links in the network. If I want to see only the active ones, okay, I'm going to click on this filter. Okay, you can see that I have 1388 links. When I click here, there will be less. Okay, it's 1284, because these links is only the active links that they are open for HGV. So it means that these links is equal to total number of links minus the links that they don't have HGV. Okay, so all of these links, they have an HGV, but they don't, and they are active for HGV. That's why their number is less than the total number. Okay, assume that I want to do the opposite of my filter, so I just go click here and say complement, so it will give me the opposite. So now it made all the passive links that they have HGV, okay, red, and the links that they have HGV, sorry, they don't have HGV, is black. So for example, this link here now, okay, is closed for HGV, but it is active because I'm using a complement of the other filter that I was using. And the same thing, if I list my links and I filter them, I will have very few links that they are active, because I have a few links that they are not open for HGV. Okay, then I go back to my screen. These filters can be very complicated and powerful. Now I'm using a simple one, but for example, if I want to add another one, okay, so I'm going to run the complement, and let's say I want to see the links that they are open for HGV and they have speed of 50, for example. So I will create another filter here, and I will say V0, which is speed, and value equal to, let's say, 50. Okay, now here you should be careful about this one. Okay, we have and or. And means that both of these criteria should met, or should happen, so the link will be active. Or it means that either of the links or either of the criteria will happen. So if I'm using and, okay, and I click preview, okay, you can see that only these links, they are in black color, that they are open for heavy vehicles and they are having speed of 50. Okay, so we can check this one. This one, if I click on it, okay, it has a speed of 50 and it is open for HGV. Okay, if I go to any of these red links, okay, it might have an HGV, okay, but it do not have a speed of 50, or vice versa. So for example, I will click on this link, okay, it has an HGV, okay, so it is active for HGV, but the V0 is 100, so only one criteria has been met, so it will not show because I'm using AND. However, if I'm using OR, okay, it will be either one of the criteria is met. So for example, the same link here, okay, is open for HGV and have a speed of 100. I'm filtering by HGV, so this one of the criteria has been met, okay, but the speed is not equal to 50. So since I have only one criteria that is being met, I'm using OR, so it's going to be active links. Okay. The same thing can goes to the nodes, zones, and other network objects. So this will finish the part of filters. Now I'm going to move to user-defined attributes, UDA. Okay, user-defined attributes, which I'm going to call them UDA from now. They are very important. They are very useful. Okay, let's say you want to compare you're doing, for example, some validation to your model, okay, and you want to compare traffic counts against your model. So in this case, you need a new attribute in your links, okay, because these links, they have limited number of attributes, which is, let's say, number of lanes, capacity, some other attributes. So you need a unique attribute that you want to work with. So let's say I want to compare, as I said, traffic counts, that I have the data for this traffic count from an Excel sheet, and I want to compare it with the model volume in order to do some validation statistics. So I go to network, user-defined attributes, and then I need to select which object I want to create this user-defined attribute. So I will click here and I will go to links, okay, and then I'm gonna create a new one, and let's say counts. Okay, here the type of the UDA can be so many different things, from integer, boolean, text, number of decimal places. So in this case I'm going to use an integer because traffic counts going to be an integer, and then I click OK. So you can see that here the new UDA is defined. So I click OK. Then I will go to the list of the links and I will select my attributes. So I don't want everything from here. I will just delete the link number and the volume, which is volume PRT. Okay, analysis period, and the one I have created will come at the end. You can see that we have red and green colors, and your UDA is gonna be black color. So here it is black and called counts, and I click OK, and I need to add the volume. Okay, I click OK. Okay, so here I don't have assignment yet, so I don't have the volume of the model, but just as an example, so I have the link numbers to the end, and let's say I have here the model volume, okay, and I have the counts. So now this attribute that I have made, let's say I'm gonna copy some data from Excel. So I don't know, let's say I'm going to copy this. Let's say just let's put some values. So let's say 1, 2, and I'm going to Control C and Control V. You can see everything came here. So later I can copy the whole list to Excel, Control V, and then I can do whatever statistics I want. Okay, you can do so many things. For example, some regression curves, or from any other statistic curve. This is just an example. These numbers are just fake numbers I'm using. Okay, the same thing, you can create a user-defined attribute for other network objects, the same as list, the same as filters. Okay, so this will end the part of lesson 2 about network data management. So this is how you can manage your data in VISUM. I hope this is helpful for you, and please wait for my next video that is going to be about working with graphic parameters. Alright, thank you.